So today we're looking at the Holiday Inn hotel that is called Milton Keynes East, or probably more accurately, Newport Pagnell, but I don't think anyone's ever heard of Newport Pagnell. This manor house looking hotel is set in a beautiful Georgian building, which means that your stay will feel like you're staying in a remote countryside hotel, whilst you're literally only minutes away from the futuristic hub of all things odd, Milton Keynes. From grid roads, large American-feeling malls, and robots that will deliver your co-op shopping direct to your door, MK has it all. It's also located just off junction 14 of the M1 and within about a 20-minute drive of central MK, so ideally located. I visited during the Christmas period, which is why you'll see all the Christmas decorations up, and I stayed in a king-size standard double room. The cost was just £99 and included breakfast. Let's start off with the room tour. I've already checked in and got my stuff ready, but first off, when you walk into the room, you'll see this really big king-size bed. This bed was actually extremely comfortable and definitely worth having that king size. We've got lights on both sides of the bed, including switches to turn the lights off and also the main lights so that you don't have to get out of bed. We've got a little card from Holiday Inn there asking us to rate it. This plastic thing behind the bed really was one of the things that didn't look very quality. I'm assuming it was supposed to light up, but it never did. And it just looked a little bit jagged at the top. We can see that the bed doesn't quite align with the headboard. Obviously this was probably made for a double bed, but now that it's a king, the tables come just off the edge. We had a nice view outside to the courtyard. We were on the ground floor, so we could see the nice surroundings outside, and it was actually quite a peaceful place to go if you just fancied a little coffee outside. We've got this quite good storage area where I was able to put some bags and a nice desk should I wanted to do any work, followed by a TV, which I thought actually was quite small for the size of the room, and once you actually got on the bed it was quite a long way away. A lovely stand-up lamp. In fact, the lamps throughout this room were really good. And we also had some good tea and coffee facilities, including 3 bottles of water. And as we'll see a little bit later, I also got some free biscuits, but I think by this point they'd been eaten. Kettle was all fine. TV was nice that you could actually plug something into it if I'd brought something along like a Chromecast. It wasn't glued to the wall. But overall, a really nice room. Nice little chairs to sit in. And overall, I really like this carpet. It was a little bit stripy and reminded me of the village hotels that I've been to before. Lovely full-length mirrors on the wardrobe, and also plenty of storage space, including some non-stealable hangers, an ironing board, an iron, and I think that's what you're supposed to put your luggage on. I never use that really. Actually, I tell a lie, these coat hangers were stealable, should you wish to do that. But this is a high-class establishment, I'm not going to be doing that. Taking a look at the storage options, we came with a hairdryer in the top drawer. There was nothing in the bottom 2 drawers. And we had air conditioning in this room, which worked absolutely fine and was nice and quiet. Controlled by this panel here. Set it on 19 degrees, just how I like it. Looking into the bathroom, this was a newly remodeled bathroom by the looks of it, with some nice new flooring. Hello. A really good shower, and if I was walk with me Tim, we could probably work out how many people we could fit in the shower. I would probably say you're going to be pushing it at over 3 or 4. Controls are on the other side for this really powerful shower. Towels were provided. In fact, there was tons of towels in the room, which was really good. Also, we got some nice posh hand soap. There was some stains on the side, which, considering how new it looked, it was really not great. And this toilet flush, at first I thought it was a little holder for toilet roll or tissues, but actually it was the flush mechanism on the top. We've got some spare toilet roll, not folded over, I noticed. And then back into the bedroom. Again, as I say, this was a really good room. On the bed at check-in, I got these little pack of custard creams and a rest assured notice saying that they'd clean the rooms, although they'd forgot to mark it. But you could tell they'd clean the rooms. All the things like the taps were looking nicely polished, and overall the room was in really good condition. Okay, so summing up, the Holiday Inn, Milton's Keynes East, Newport Pagnell, what a mouthful, hotel. Okay, so starting off with pros then, I don't think it was a bad price for the area. You've got good, quick motorway links to the M1, and also you're on the doorstep to Milton Keynes, should you wish to be so. Beds were amazing, so comfortable. Great breakfast. I didn't get a video of it as I was tired and it was busy, but it was really nice, and you'll just have to take my word for it. Also, it's always good when a hotel will cook your eggs to order. Cons then, I think the room was looking a little tired in places, especially things like that plastic back piece and the fact that the bed didn't line up correctly with the headboard. And then otherwise, there's no leisure club, so no swimming facilities, and I don't think there was a gym either, which is a real shame because that's something that's nice in a hotel of this size, I think. Okay, and for the overall score, I think I'd give this hotel a 7 autonomous delivery robots out of 10. What do you think? Where would you stay in MK? And have you stayed at this one before? Comment down below. Thanks. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I would be massively indebted to you if you could like and subscribe to this video, and leave any comments if you stayed at this hotel or anything you want to know.